Hey guys, how's it going? 6 p.m. on the 23rd, and I just logged on to the California server. I was going to start the TD3 right at the top of the hour, but I'm going to wait for 15 minutes just to get everything set up the way I want. Just looking at see what's happening here, and I wanted to kind of give basically some indications as to the comparison between what it's like now typically and what it's like or what it will be like. I was doing a TD3 the other night. I could go over to Barstow, but I'll just sit over here, which is fine. We'll turn those lights off there. So we got three arrival tracks still available. Train leaving. So basically, what you have right now, if you take a look, the TD3 dispatcher simulation covers the entire Needles subdivision. So we've got that. So that's the entire up to Mineola, up to Needles. It does not cover the Mojave sub. It only covers up to just past Sanborn. So basically, right to the connection here at Mojave. Now, what it doesn't cover, as I said, is the Mojave sub, which includes the Union Pacific Railroad line that heads out, includes all of Barstow, all these tracks here, which includes the line that basically comes into the two dead end the area right here will connect here for Hilland or Highland or whatever the heck you call it. So it'll have this entire section. It'll have it also does not have the entire Cajon sub as well. So it's missing all of that, which will be dispatched in version 2. I'm happy that LA is not going to be currently modeled in the LA, or sorry, that LA is not going to be on the California server, nor will the Seligman sub. Until we have enough dispatchers, crews, you name it, there's going to be a lot of humans required. So we've got this in here. Like I said, we've got the small section. We don't have that. We don't have that little, we have that, and we don't have this. So there's more to come. I'm assuming traffic levels, as you can see right now, there's only a few trains here that are on the line right now. And when you go into the TD3 side, I'm just checking here. I'm just going to change my name here. Not that, I forget. I was going to change my name, but it doesn't matter. I'm on the server basically just to see what's going on and what have you. So I'm just going to minimize that for now. And I will take a look at where I left things off. I don't know if I can start and pause that, and that will... Let me do start, stop. No. No, this thing doesn't pop itself up. I thought it did, but I guess not. So that's fine. So I'm going to start at 15 minutes after the hour. We're at an 08:15 on the first day. This is 0 days. This is a simulation that can continue infinite number of days, which means if you run it long enough, you can actually get yourself into a lot of trouble. So if I was taking over as a dispatcher, now, of course, well, let me clear up a few things as far as how I vision California is going to be like. What you're seeing there is what you see now, and what you're seeing there is how I vision between running AI and not running AI. So you wouldn't necessarily have a train sitting in between a control block, but you could. Excuse me. Clear my throat here. So you got all this happening over at Needles, like this train right here. that was doing work from the other night. If you go into that and you go into the local work section, you can see it's in the need work area for 55 minutes. It's not actually switching. The reason why they put the need work, as far as I know, it's not switching because there's no new length. So really, I can't see how that's changing any. Whereas you have a train coming here, a stack train, which has a need crew of 11. I think, if I recall the documentation for this, and there is none for this, but I think what that was all about was that they were going to have it so that what they use at Needles is they put them into these tracks. It's not really a functional yard per se, because it's mainly storage and nothing else really goes on here. I don't know what it used to be used for, if anything. I'm sure it was used for something at some point, if to source trains, or I don't know. But all evidence that I've seen for our era doesn't show much. Now you can see this is early 2010 when this simulation was done. There's an email here. Thomas Merritt. I don't know if he was the original person that I got this from, who was the conductor, but I believe the data is pretty much the same from where I had one. I had my one on my older computer, but then it failed while I was developing it before I got this current computer, which became my original server computer when we were beta testing for the initial launch of version 1 of 1.8. This wasn't the only server, of course. Many on the team were using servers, but I provided one, so we did run a little bit of beta testing on mine and others. I'm sure they're using more than one, just so they get an idea of how different servers operate, etc. Different specifications. Make sure that they didn't have any bugs or whatever, and everything ran smoothly ever since I was involved. But so I was hoping that version 2 was going to be out by now. The reason being is we are on the last 30 minutes, probably last at this time at 6 p.m. Eastern, 6:08 Eastern. We're probably coming down to the last 7 or 8 minutes because we're using 30-minute days, so we're probably somewhere around 11:52. When we actually run this live, of course, we're running 1-to-1 scales, so every minute is a minute. And what you see right now on the server, for example, I'll go back to that for a second just to show that. What you see now on the server is trains are pre-positioned out of the way so that other trains in Anarchy can run around them. We got one train going that way. Where is he? Yeah, so he's set, see, so he can clear, he can go all the way. If he wants to go into Jim Gray, or if he wants to keep going, he can do that. Now, because we're running 30-minute days, what happens is that train, for example, may be way ahead of schedule, and this is why Barstow fills up, because a lot of these trains, as soon as they're released, are very popular, and basically a lot of people will take them. So yeah, nobody's dispatching. Everything is. I will be dispatching my TD3 in the next 6 minutes, but that's just kind of, I wanted to do a comparison of what it's like now and what it will be. I think the only exceptions to this, we may have to make some standing orders for. What happens is, for example, the Edison local and some of the other locals that will need to do work when we're not running AI, we're going to need to have some type of access to run those lines. So we can't have trains sitting all over the place at say in Bakersfield, for example, because the SJVR and the Edison locals would have to run. Yeah, Boron could run itself up to at least Boron, maybe sit in the siding, wait for work, and then head back, I suppose. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be dealt with right away anyways, but that's an option as well. Other places really don't. I mean, you got the stuff you're going to have we're going to probably have the introduction of the Mojave Flyer as opposed to the job that goes to what is the current Tehachapi turn. Mojave Flyer would start out in West Colton and would come all the way down and service this area at Tehachapi. So that's what the Mojave Flyer does, and that's something that needs to be researched a little bit more on our end. So that's something that might change. Barstow, there's not really that. Cadiz, that's another thing. That's another one that gets switched. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how version 2 is and what it does. So that will be interesting to see what happens there. So, anyways, I will let that go on and beep. I'll stay on the server. Well, we got about 4 more minutes. So we'll just give ourselves some ideas to before I start the clock here on real time. I'm going to start it in 4 minutes. So yeah, I got these trains running. Everybody is spaced out. We can do a count here, I guess. We got what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe those are 10, 11. I don't know if they're following each other that close. Some of them were before, but I think they're spaced out now. 16, 21, 22. Yeah, about 24. We had it up to 30, so there's about 24 trains on right now. Now, when you consider you got all the stuff from Bakersfield, as well as all the stuff west of Hodge with the Cajon area, then there's a lot more coming. So tonight we've got, I'm going to try to run this for the next 1 hour and 45 minutes up to at least about 10 a.m. So the arrivals that will be coming on, oh, I can't, I thought I could, oh, okay. I was trying to highlight all of them, but it wouldn't let me. Okay, whatever. So basically there's the 10 o'clock mark there. So we got a lot coming out. BB is over by Needles. That's just the name, the letter conventions for TD3. So we got a bunch coming out at 17 after. Then we got some coming out AA, which is out by Hodge. That's why I have the signals are fleeted right now. Fleeting means that the lights are set up to not clear. So I got that set up so that at least that takes me for the next 15 minutes. I have lights started up right now all the way, I believe, to the 8:42 mark. I should have anyways. I should have north departure. No, I don't have north departure set because there's too much traffic coming in at this point. But there is a train that is going to show up at to depart. The M Barstow 1 is set to depart at 8:42. Now, the random factors for these, I'll just show you real quick. I got 2 minutes still. So random train parameters. You can see these. They all fives? Oh, okay. I was seeing the runtime percentage, which is a percentage deviation of how fast they run. I don't know if version 2 is going to simulate that or not. It doesn't really matter. No startup delays for the Amtrak. Everything else has them. As you can see, everything is 99. Wow. Really? I thought some of them would be higher than that. They're all 99%. Really? No locomotive problems, no train problems. Really? Okay. But there's a 1% on the Amtrak. Something's weird with that. I don't know if we ever got the settings right because, to be quite honest, I don't know if I ever played around with that. So, random switch and signal failures. No switch failures, no signal failures. So I don't have any of those set up. I could have them set up. I don't know if version 2 will have them. 120 minutes for the maintainer to arrive, and the other random defect. Oh, I don't have the train. Man, I should do that. I don't know if I can set that real quick. Alarms, I don't know what it was. It used to be. Was it 100? No, about 10. False. Okay, 10 per 1,000. False alarm, I think, is around 90%. I'll put that in there. I'm not too sure about those arrival times either, and I don't even know if that's going to work now, to be quite honest. But anyways, let's get her going. So the clock's back on again. I'll just check quickly. Nothing going on. If you guys have any questions, I can try my best to do that. I'm not on the regular chat, so we got a little bit of action here. So let's make sure we got everything set up for the next 30 minutes as we were doing. We got a couple in BB. It's going to get interesting with crew changes in a minute anyways, so I may have to stack one at a time in here. Let me just take a look here. And it depends which way they go. They need crew, and then the other one okay, so they're all going for regular crew changes, so they have available crews. So one's going to have to hold off, and the other one's going to have to just go right there. Okay, so that takes care of those ones. AAs, I already told you I have the fleets, and then I got the north departure. So everything else is fine with that. He's going to go for his regular crew change, and I can clear him off the territory. And he's departing at 8:24, so he's already set. We already got a light out for him, and I'll keep him going.
Train arrived at 1 territory.
So he's right behind him. Okay, so he's set up. I don't know what's flashing there. I got the okay. I saw an hourglass thing show up for a minute, but it was a little weird. So yeah, it says I got 25 trains on the territory. So he's stacked to come in here to do his crew change, and then he's stacked to leave. I don't think I can do crew changes there. Oh, I can. Shoot. Oh well. Well, we'll see how it goes, because I can actually bring him in and use that as a crew change area too. So they are crew changes, all 4 tracks, as well as yeah, whatever. That don't matter. But there's a work area right there, so that's an extended crew change area if need be. I've got him crossing back over. We're good there. So the detectors weren't working. A dragging equipment or defect detector can change your timing a little bit, so that's what that's all about. Once he gets going, he's going to be there in 4 minutes. I got to get him moving so I can move him up. Oops, I screwed up there. There we go. So he's good. So we got the Z train right on the tail of the U train. So what we're doing there is we're doing an overtake. So you have these overtakes. Whoops, I went too far. You can only go so far. So what that's about and then the other thing that you can do here, like for example Ludlow, for example, I can treat this as a fleet right now. Since I have so much traffic coming, I can fleet the signal at least for now. Is he coming this way, or is he? No, he's going the other way. So he'll leave the territory in a little bit, so that's fine. Everything else should be okay for a little bit. I'll stack Fenner. So that takes care of that congestion there. That should relieve that a little bit. And then I don't know why I have an extra signal there, but it's not there. Probably one extra stack it happens. Oh, Mineola. I got to get him going. He's going down, so got to keep him going. All right. So now it's a question of Get him going through there. So, in how far you put him ahead? Um, I like knowing the mileages. Unfortunately, I don't have them memorized. A lot of the dispatcher territories will have them, so I can automatically calculate the mileages. I like external dispatcher. It does that. The only CP I see is this one, but the actual mileages to calculate how many miles. So basically, just to give him enough track that we know there's not going to be a conflict, he should be fine. We got the fleets coming in to Barstow. We're fine there. He's going to arrive at 8:23. He's heading up to Bakersfield, and he's going to depart at 8:53. So he's got a little ways to go. I'm not too sure if he's cleared out or starting to move. Okay, so he is cleared out. So we're really actually on top of things. Things have actually calmed down from where they were, and they get that way. So the next train that comes through is going to inspection, so I'm not worried about him. Oh, behind him, I should say. So I just wanted to see what was happening. So he is working Barstow, so he has to go to the top. You can go to that one or that one. It really
Train
doesn't
arrived
matter.
at one territory.
Okay, so we got another arrival.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
And that's okay, and there's no problem with the trains that are stopping. That's just train dispatcher 3's way of saying, okay, there's something going on, and then I can check the alerts to see what's happening. So I go to next alert. There he is right behind him, right? So what I can do there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this stack, and I'm going to put the other guy. He's leaving in 2 minutes, so guess what? He's going to come right in behind him, and we're going to fill up Needles. So Needles is really busy right now with crew changes. We're going to have four trains and Needles in a minute. So
Train arrived at one territory.
So we got a lot of stuff going on now. He stopped waiting at his signal. That's okay. We anticipated that. The stack is ready. WCSC has arrived on territory at AA. Okay, so he's fleeted, and we can deal with that right now, actually. North departure was another light that we had to get out at 8:42. He's going to beat him. And this is a UP train, the first one. So we're good there. I'm going to stack him along. I don't know if there's a... No, baloney, whatever. I don't know if there's an advantage of putting him up one or not. Was it that one that I just put him at? Oh, okay. It looks like he's there. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we're good there. We're almost at the 8:30 mark, and that's where we'll check the numbers again. But as you can see right now, everything is very calm. Valley Junction's what is it? A 33-minute crew change? Again, I'm looking at basically a big screen behind me. Okay, so now I gotta consider the conflict between these guys. He's not leaving till 8:42. So that's about 15 minutes. I can give him a little bit more. So I'm going to give him up to Jim Gray. Siding sizes is something you'll have to consider. There is ways of putting them on. That's another thing you can do. Display block lengths. Like I can see those from here. I'd have to stand up and actually stand up and look at them, but The other way I can see is I can look at that and see that's 9,504 feet, and he is a 6665, so we're good. And yeah, I got 5 minutes until my next part of the cycle. You see what I mean by this is a totally different term of the cycle. What I do is every 15 minutes I go through and I get my next signal started, and then I will give you 30 minutes of signals. That's the way I dispatch. So basically I try to get everything I can set up. If there's any conflicts, I deal with them. If there's anything, that catches my eye, like 907, 853, I don't have to worry about those guys. They're in doing their inspection. Nothing to worry about there. There's nothing I can do about the Q train with the traffic going. I got a Z train which has to get through. He has to slow down for the switch as well. He's only 2,700 feet. He's going to be working inspections, so there's nothing I have to worry about. So I'm going to take a look at, see if there's any comments or whatever. Mike was on for a minute. Okay, I missed the rest of it, but that's okay. So I'm going to go get a drink. It's only 6:30 right now, so grab a drink. Oh, shoot, I didn't want to go there. Go back to this for a minute, and I will be back in 2 minutes here. This is also something I like to use for promoting or trying to go with the TD3 community. I haven't got much feedback on that. Isn't that why is it turned red? I guess it turns red when it, I guess it'll turn green once he's cleared out. I'll have to see how that works. I don't use fleets very often, but anyways, as I was saying, this is something I like to use with the TD3 community as well, to try to get as many dispatchers as we can. Now, right now we have enough single dispatchers during the daytime, but I don't know if I run a 100% traffic, if a single dispatcher will be able to handle this plus the other territories. So that's something to keep in mind. But we will see. As you can see, speaking of seeing, wow, we're going to have 5 trains in a minute at Needles. This is pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, the way the territory is right now, unless they add that little bit of extra switches at East Needles, which they currently don't have, that's the only thing that's not included right now, because I don't want to add the Seligman sub to California just yet, as much as I'm looking to expand eventually, because it's already enough for one dispatcher to handle this much, let alone handle everything. So yeah, okay, you can see the other guys leaving Needles, but to handle this and everything going from Mojave up to Bakersfield, including the line that comes out of UP Mojave up to Cajon, to West Colton, as well as the Cajon sub. That is not included in this simulation, but it will be dispatched in version 2. So there's going to be a lot of dispatching. I was thinking of building a territory actually at one point, but since we were getting so close to version 2, I decided not to do it.
Train arrived at one
But
territory.
there was a time that I was considering doing that, but we're too close, it's not worth it. I'm going to have the real thing here very soon. Okay, so here's why. Yeah, see, the light did go, so it did fleet. So he's due for the inspection. And this is how the fleet works out really good. Now he's due for the inspection, but I got to see here what's going on. 8:53. It's going to be. He should be able to make it. All right. But we also have the north departure train at 8:42. So no, he's going to hold off. I'm going to bring him out next. So what I usually do again is I go through the trains to see what's coming on. I got two trains.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Deal with that first. That's okay. That was a planned overtake by the Z train. I've got another train behind him. I'm not going to worry about him just yet. We're okay. Let's see what else we got. There's that north departure. So I'm going to have to deal with that next, I believe. 8:53 north departure comes out at 8:42. So I can go ahead and set him up then, because we pretty much have set everything else up. So what I can do is do the opposite in a return signal right here. I believe that will work. Yep. So you can see the yellow area there, and then I get him at least going up to there, and then I could stack him all the way to Hinckley. Once I have that, then I can go ahead and add another stack to him to go here for his inspection. That was the other train that's coming on. So the yellow lines are the stackable lines. Okay, so that takes care of that. Then we got an 8:55, the last one, BBAA. I'm not going to worry about that because that is going to have enough track to get him to East Needles. As long as I have 30 minutes, I'm okay. So now it's a question of 42 in 10 minutes he's going to be here. I'm not ready to make a decision on that, and I don't think I'm going to lose any track at the
Train stopped, awaiting
at
signal.
the 8:45 mark, so I think I'm okay. So I'm going to see what this is about. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, he just crossed too, didn't he? Okay. I didn't have that set up, so I better get him going. He's going all the way to Barstow, so let me give him plenty of track here. Get him up to Siberia for now. Okay, so what else do we got? We got him coming to work Barstow. I think there are 11-minute crew changes at Barstow as well. Yeah. So after that, he needs about 15 minutes of track to take him. Should be interesting. I think I can go ahead and stack him. Look at all the stacks going on at Barstow. This is what I really look forward to.
Train arrived at one territory.
I'm not too sure who's going to beat who here, but that's okay. Now the next one I'm looking at here is there's a vehicle train and then there's UP behind him. I'm not worried about him just yet. As you can see, it's really bogged down. So that's okay. So let's see what we got going on here. Did I already stack him out?
Train stopped, awaiting
Okay,
signal.
now it's getting busy. 53, I'm not even going to bother. 907, don't need to worry. Let's see what else is going on because... Okay, that's my fault. So again, you want to have the 30 minutes of track basically. I don't know how many others we got coming. So I was going to put a fleet in, but what I'll just do for now is I will add a few stacks here just to keep it going. Ditto, I have to keep him going for sure. And ditto. And ditto. I'm getting lazy. Ooh! What's going on there? What the heck did I do there? Well, that's not good. Cancel that signal. I'll put him to here for now. He's going right through. So now it's getting busy again. You have your... I'll just leave him there because Barstow's gonna, like, look at that, man. Oh, that's crazy. It's gonna be so much fun dispatching and actually running this. I can't wait. So yeah, I can keep him going as well. Let me see. I got 4 trains now going. I'm gonna go ahead and fleet these now. As long as you have traffic in the area, I'm okay with the fleet. Like basically right there, that's when you want to stop the fleet. As long as there's no conflicts. He is another U train, so he's okay. I got the stack coming out. Then I may want to include... I'll get him up. Get him up from Siberia. I think we're okay for the others. He's okay for a while. I'll get him to Siberia. Likewise, I'll get him out. This could be interesting. I've got a bare table train being followed by a vehicle train. I think I'm okay as far as speeds go, so I'm not going to worry too much about that for now. I could do the fleets again. Tempting. Actually, do I want to do a fleet there? Not yet. I'll do a stack instead. Oops, I turned it off by accident. So that was a little bit busier. As you can see, we got 2 crew changes in progress here. Work Barstow. Oh, shoot. Did I miss one? Okay, he's doing the work, but I missed him getting a signal out. Okay. Oops, yeah. That means I was trying to give a signal where I couldn't. 840, he's okay. Here's what I'm gonna do with this here. What kind of train is this? Stack train followed by Q train, I guess? Yeah, we should be okay. Well, I'm definitely stacking here for now. Or fleeting, I mean. I'm going to fleet these. Wasn't going to, but for now, just to make life easier, I'm going to at least get that going. And I'll figure out the fleets of the rest shortly. He's got an extended stay over there. So now I start at the other end. So I got like another, like, see, like that. So you got to go to the washroom. You got you got 6 minutes. If people are toning the dispatcher, no big deal. But again, when you add in the territories that are going to be added, like it's not too much to the Bakersfield. There's not going to be too much involved in that. Speaking of which, how's he doing? Okay. So we now have 27.
Train arrived at 1
I was
territory.
going to say we have 27 trains on territory. We actually have 28. So we'll check him. And again, they're working the fleets, so that's okay. So you want to work the fleets up to a point where a new decision has to be made. as opposed. The other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get into the habit of relying totally on fleets, especially when you don't have any other traffic. It's just a tool. So it's basically it's just a tool. So, but as you can see, you compare this to what's going on, and you think about this. This is 28 trains on the territory, and we're not including Cajon, Bakersfield, switchers. To get that many people on a server, good luck. And to get them spread out like this, good luck again. And to dispatch all that, that should be good luck too. We'll see. You just can't do that without some AI system. That's why I've been a big proponent of having this happen. Alright, nothing much going on there. Cool. So we're approaching the 841, and there's other stats, and I don't know if I have do I have the train graph? No, I don't have OSs set up, or else I could do it. Some train dispatcher territories actually have a train graph. It's really a cool tool. And what it does is it's based on the whole old
Train arrived at one territory.
CTC machine that would actually chart out automatically the times, because in the old days what would happen is before CTC you would have to, the reason why they call them OS is because that means on sheet, which used to mean when the dispatcher recorded the time a train left a certain station. So that's what that's all about. I want to see this here for a minute. H Tulbar. Oh, that Z train's right on him. Hold on. I can't do it now. I'm too late. I got the Z train right on him. I wasn't paying attention. This is where stacks get you into trouble. Because he's going 47 miles an hour. He is going 55, but he's starting to get into problems. What I should have done is
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
I don't think I could. I don't know if I can change this or not. No, see, I have to turn the signal off. And in order to do that, yeah, he's going to be out of there soon enough, so I'm not going to worry about it. I could have him overtake or run around the instead of using the siding. That's possible, but let's see what else is going on here. Okay, so we have the north departure coming out, and there you go. See, he's all set. So working like clockwork. And I've got another UP train waiting for a signal. Really? Yeah, that's too bad, because I got traffic coming the other way, so I really can't do much about it. Or else I would use some double tracking in that matter. So 901's close enough for me to keep the signals fleeted. So I'm going to start down at the bottom this time. Once again, we're starting off the cycle. BBAA is at 855. So 855. We've got a Q train who's also, it's not all of them to get crew changes. I don't know about that, to be quite honest, but so he's leaving, so this is going to be an easy crew change here. That should get him, yeah, that should give him about a half an hour right there. So the next one, 901, back up at AAUP. We already got that set up because of the fleet. Another one at 909, a Z train. See, I can do the properties right from here too. He only needs 9 minutes for a crew change. That's interesting. And then 913, that's also within the fleet. I'll see if I can do another one, but I'm not too sure. This guy's leaving, so yeah, I can. What were the times again? You know, I think he's going to be. From what I can tell, he'll be gone by the time he
Train
starts.
stopped.
So we're
Awaiting
okay.
signal.
All right, what's going on? So that's all the ones we had to worry about. Yeah, okay, that's cool. What do I want to do about it? Oh, well, luckily he didn't follow, so I got to bring him down. Well, this it makes things interesting. He's so freaking big doing a crew change. Wow. Okay, I'll give him some track. I think I can give him some track. I'm not too sure. I got UP coming though. I can't cross him back over, but that at least gets him going. Yeah, we'll see how that works. Yeah. Okay. Let's start. So we're starting down at this end. Oh, shoot. Needs the crew. That's fine. Okay. We got the fleet set up going the other way. We're good for now. How many trains we got going the other way? Not too many, so I'm okay. That should be okay for now. Fleets are set up going westbound for the time being. Yeah, I can set up a fleet. I'll set up a fleet for this because we got a parade going up that way. Keep him going. That'll get him down to Fenner at least, but then, yeah, I need him. As I said before, I could fleet this whole area, and I may do it. In fact, yeah, let's do it. We got enough traffic that's coming close enough.
Train stopped. Awaiting signal.
Okay, I got another alert going on. Next alert. That's okay. Nothing I can do about that. I better double check the train though.
Train stopped. Awaiting
H
signal.
toll bar. Is that a G train? I can't tell if it's a G or a, yeah, it is. Okay, we're okay. If it was a Q, I'd be in trouble because then I'd have to do something about that. But we're okay. Another alert. Oh yeah, he wants inspection. This guy's coming out of the yard. Too bad. You're just gonna have to wait. Nothing I can do about that. It's a vehicle train, and yeah, you gotta make him wait, but that's okay. He's moving. Oh shoot. Oh, which one? Let's keep him going. I think he's gonna make Hinckley first. So you see, you can stack in your meat ahead of time, so that's no problem. I'll just stack them for there for now. So, yeah, let's turn on a fleet here. He's not too far behind. And then we got a parade coming behind him, so I don't mind turning a fleet on for a while. But like I said, there's a danger of doing that because you get into the whole habit of of relying too much on the fleet and then you forget what's going on. But when you have enough traffic coming out like this, then that's fine. 852, okay, well, see what I mean? I gotta get him going. I'm gonna bring him right out into the main here. Then I'll stack him. Now, let's see here, what do we got? We got a stack train coming in behind him, so this is where things get interesting. So by the time Goffs comes around, I may have to preposition a few things. He's okay right now. He's going 20 miles an hour. They're both going 20. There's not much I can do about that, so that's okay. Oh, shoot. Wake up. And wake up. Where's he going? Is he going up? Oh, he is. Well, that was dumb. That's okay. We can screw you, P. Who cares? I could have got him across, but that's okay. It's just you, P. No big deal. I want to get him more track. What is it? He's going to inspection. Okay. Well, I want to bring him down one. This is the problem. Hold on a second here. I'm going to keep him there for now, and then I can bring him down that way. Oh, shoot. Is he going? Dang it. See, that's not good because then they limit their speed to 30 miles an hour.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Yeah. I know. Sorry, UP. Didn't mean to screw him, but I did. Okay. So I think we're okay for following movements out of Newberry. There's nothing else really at the moment. Let's check what we got. We got one coming into inspection now. Then we've got a bit of a mess.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
907, geez. What do we got here? 853, he's ready to go. Oh, he's going to Bakersfield too. Okay, but I know I heard the other one. Stopped waiting for signal. Yeah. My God, what a mess. That just cleared there too. Well, that's gonna take, yeah. Where's he going anyways? I already got a signal stacked for him. I don't know what this one is. Oh, I had to stack in to get him around, which didn't work. That's what that was about. It's the same train. 10,000 footer. Yeah, see, you only get 9,000 feet of track, so you end up, but he's gonna get going. Well, got the meet up at Hinckley going. So this is a real mess. Imagine when you're working Barstow and you're seeing all this activity happening. You got literally 5 trains competing for space right now. I don't know what. See, that's a startup. He's starting to move. He's starting to move.
Train arrived at one territory.
I don't know why I got a stack coming out for him for AA to that light because I can't. The only problem is, do I have any other stacks? I don't see any. I'm going to take that one out. And then vehicle train, Z train. Oh boy. What are you? Q train? Okay, fine. Vehicle train, Z train. Okay, so I'll get the Z train going. I already got a second light up there for him. Oh, I guess that R is already there. I can't see the yellow there, but apparently it's there. I just don't see it. To cross over. We'll fleet that. 913. Fleet that signal. Fleet that. I can't fleet that. I gotta play that one by one until I know what's going on. The meat's setting up.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Okay, I gotta check. There was an alert going on here. That's okay. He's got his crew going. Next alert. Somebody stopped waiting for a signal. Wow. Forgot about him. Well, he's going into inspection, so that's a UP train. Oh boy. Wow. Oh, this is crazy. Oh. Oh, wow, this is really crazy. Okay, hold on a second here. Oh boy. We'll see. What many freaking trains have I got in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, that's insane. He was stopped by a signal. He's going. All right, cool. So the parade going up the hill. Okay, so we're going to start at this top section in 2 minutes. Wash and brake ain't happening. Well, it could. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can always cheat a little bit, so it's not a big deal. 901, the AA for UP, which is fine. We got a fleet set up for that. 909 BBAA. We've already got that set up to continue. And see, and that's what I'm doing right now. Like, it starts at 9, but I'm already seeing what's going ahead up to 9:30. Another AA for BB, which is fine. We've got, as long as they're within 30 minutes, I don't mind setting a signal, so the fleet can stay for that. The next one's at 9:24, which is, he can stay there as long as he is a normal crew change, which he's a 9-minute one. I think that one was as well. Then they can do their crew changes right on the normal mains. So I will add one more stack. I could fleet it, but there's too much potential for screwing up and not getting him into the ones that have the delayed crews. So I don't want to do that. I'll just check, see what's going on the server. Okay. So again, like what's happening on the regular server, there's a couple people on. Like once you get AI going, it's going to be absolutely glorious. So, so we're good there. I was starting down at the bottom right, but I already
Train
see.
stopped awaiting signal.
Yeah, I see some massive congestion going on here. What's that one? I thought we already had him. Well, he had to stop again. Poor guy. Yeah, sorry about your luck there, bud, but get ready for the parade. Stack train too, but what's in front of him? Grain train. Oh, jeez. Um. Oh, wait. Okay. Watch. Okay, this is where we get things interesting.
Train arrived at one territory.
I'm going to remove the fleet. I'm going to delete this stack. And I'm going to add him down this way to take the fast line up. There's a little fast area there that's not as long. I don't know if it's measured. I'd have to check the length. But what I'm doing there is I'm overtaking as much of the parade as I can. Bear table train, vehicle train. If I remember, he will beat up to Ibis, and if he's not, it doesn't matter because I got to get that stack going. You got to try to sort as much as you can ahead of time, and this is the whole thing with needles. Needles isn't just about fleeting, and that's why you got to be careful with the fleets. So Ibis is set up. It's set up to fleet right now. I'll probably remove that shortly once I get that parade going as best as I can, or I can determine what's going on. So another train popping into territory here. 6,000 footer. Alright, so we're going to start down here. See, I'm not worried about him. He's got to do his crew change. He's a Q train as well, but at this point he's got to make his change. So I'll stack him at least to there, and then we'll figure it out. So this is difficult to see. You got H toll bar, another stack train. Yeah, see, now I got a stack train ahead of, then a grain train in the middle. I can't do anything about this now because I've already got a train coming that way. So here's what's happening here. What I should have done was I should have routed the stacks to pass them, but I didn't. So unfortunately the stack has to ride yellows. Nothing I can do about that now. But I will
Train stopped awaiting
at
signal.
least stop some coming on the way there, so that's okay. Okay, so he's waiting at Hinckley for his meet, which is perfect. So again, I mean, there's your first meet coming out of Bakersfield. It's pretty dead otherwise, but somebody waiting for his signal, but he's on a stack, so he'll be fine. You got to make sure that these aren't heading on to Bakersfield. This is the danger of the stacks here. But for now, we're okay. Not till 9:13, so I got some time to make sure everything else is going okay. Do I have any concerns here? I've got a bear table train followed by a vehicle train. He's kind of riding yellows. Ibis is going to be a stop point for both the bear table and the other because I am getting a stack train. Even though I got a vehicle train behind it, I can't help it. I'm removing the fleet here. And putting him into the siding at Goff's. So that I probably going to have a parade behind him, and then I'll sort things out. What do we got here? I don't know if I need the.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
I'll add the fleet, but I don't know if we really need it. Because it's getting a little spread out, but that's okay. We got another alert. 29 trains on the territory, by the way. Oh, yeah. Forgot about you. Alrighty. So I got to get him into inspection, and the problem was I have traffic coming the other way. So he's just going to have to wait a minute until I decide what I want to do. There's just no way I can worry about that. Let's see about this guy here. Get H. Bartol, Bear Table train running at 54. I think we're okay for now. I'll give him. Do I want to give him one more between Siberia? Yeah. And then the parade's going west. And yeah, things really. Yeah, I got 2 U trains. That's okay. They'll eventually get caught up with others. I've already got H. Tulbar, which I'm going to move him over. Whoops, wrong one. I'm moving him down. Because H. Tulbar is going to go into RE. I think that's RE. There it is, right there. Yep. I can't bring him down, so that's good. There we go.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
I think I can do that. I should be able to because the other guys I can bring right up. Should be okay. Yeah, I know, life's tough. So what do I got going on here? I've got departure. I've got at least one other. He's going Bakersfield too. Ooh. Okay. What's this guy going for here? Oh, he's coming into the receiving yard. Son of a gun. Okay, well that's okay. Yeah, he's coming into receiving. He's underneath the tunnel, so that's okay. I have a line going there. What the heck is that? Oh, that's through the yard, I guess. If they want to bypass the yard, I guess.
Train arrived at one territory.
Whoops. Okay, well that's kind of cool. I didn't think he could run down that way. I never knew he could run underneath the tunnel and then go that way, but that's a 10-mile-an-hour zone anyways, but it's interesting. I'm not going to do it, but it's kind of interesting anyways. Because I could always send him behind. He's not leaving till 9:48. All right. Let's get him started.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Funky stuff. All right. So we wanted to figure out what we were going to do with him. Not till 9:48. He's waiting for a signal. He's starting to move. Okay, so that's perfect. That's all I wanted. I wanted to make sure I had enough to get him to go. Perfect. Perfecto. Everything else look okay to you? Ooh, what? Oh, okay, there we go. We got that overtake happening now. See what I mean? So he's going 20 miles an hour, whereas this guy is going 26. He's going to overtake him. There's nothing I can do about the other, and they're going to have to wait. So, pooey for them, right? Oh yeah, got this guy from Bakersfield. What's the next train coming out of Bakersfield at? 11:46. Well, guess what, dude? You're not going to get a fleet, but... Oh, he could get a fleet. I could fleet... Ah, no, I'm not going to fleet it. I won't fleet it. Not yet, anyways. So... Yeah, that's cool.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Not too much traffic coming on the Mojave sub at the moment. It's all needles. Of course, I got the 99% setting. I don't like the 99% setting is actually not a good setting for those trains. Some of them are, others, nah, not really. Basically, it means they can come at any time, which isn't necessarily what I want to do, so it's not an accurate simulation. In that sense. Okay. So I was starting at this side this time, I think. So Ibis, there's going to be a meet coming up.
Train arrived at one territory.
Oh, he stopped waiting a signal. What do we got here? 9:13. Okay, what do we got? The Z train. Well, the Z train gonna get the right of way for that for sure. Then I'll sneak him out. Yeah, then the vehicle train. Then I can sneak him out. Another UP train stopped waiting. Why is he waiting for? So it's starting to move. Okay, it must have been this guy was ahead of him and he didn't like it. He's set to work at Barstow. So, look at freaking Barstow. I mean, the inspection yard is full, although it's trying to alleviate itself. I got a UP train that's been sitting there since 9:07. He's only been waiting 7 minutes. No big deal. This guy's gonna run into trouble in a minute. A little bit of a log
Train
jam.
stopped, awaiting signal.
Yeah. Sucks to be you. I knew. I'd give him a signal. He got his yellow up to, remember here, he was sitting here for a few minutes, and then I couldn't take him any further. But at least he's stacked. He's set to come in. He's good. He's got a shot in. So everything else is starting to alleviate itself a bit. So let's see what else is coming. 9:24, we got BB. I've already got one stack, but I got to see what the other one is.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
9:24. Somebody else complaining that they got a red signal. And remember, while you're doing this too, you're communicating with others, so it gets really interesting. So he's just a regular need crew. There's another one at 9. Wow, there's two of them at 9:31 and 32. That's going to be interesting. Do I have two there? I think I do.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Looks like I got two, so I think I'm okay. I thought I had one, but it looks like I got two, or I just put it in. Alright, what's going on here? Yeah, I know, guys. You got a lot of traffic. Calm down. Yep. His signal's ready to give it to him. He's got to have to wait. I've got 31 trains on the territory. Remember, I was down to 24, so it was a little bit less. Now it's 31. Ibis is starting to set up. I'll let the stack train through, and then I'm going to remove that fleet. I'll let the stack train through. Get that going. I didn't check the rest of the trains. I got to do that first. So yeah, we got vehicle train, a Q train. Okay. He's one of those ones that has a delay, an extra crew. All right.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
I don't know if yeah, he's gonna get out. According to that, he's gonna get out a minute before this guy. Then he got a regular one. That's at 9:32. That 9:80. That one I'm not worried about. I should check where these guys are going. I just want to make sure I'm not screwing them up. Okay, he's going to BB. Actually, I can see it right there. BB. Then self-departure yard at 9:35. Okay. Oh, that's an inspection one. Hang on a second here. Doesn't matter. I gotta bring him over to the other line, at least. Wow. Getting busy. Then I saw another one in there. Holy crap. Yeah. Oh, you're already waiting for him to go. Well, he's starting to move, so take a pill, buddy. Oh, jeez. Speaking of taking pills, helps if I give him some signals. I could fleet. Okay, he's going that way, so that's good. He's gonna be complaining shortly.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
That might be him, actually. No, that's UP again. Oh, crap. Fun. Can you imagine that? You're running on an arrival and you got two trains moving up above you there. You know, I'm looking forward. I'm actually looking forward to running just as much as I am dispatching, so it's going to be really cool. Okay. Wow, we got Barstow is really starting to pick up. So let's I had one more. Self-departure.
Train stopped, awaiting
Jesus.
signal.
Self-departure AA. Uh-oh. So you mean to tell me I can actually run them through here and then it's kind of cool actually. You know, I might just do that since there's so much crap going on. I think I will. I'm going to run him through. You see what I'm doing? I get him up to desert, then I can plop him that way. I can't. I gotta hold off until
Train
I know what's
stopped.
going on.
Awaiting
Man,
signal.
this is crazy. And imagine there's going to be more trains than that, so I'm not too sure. It's going to be crazy. Who was that for?
Train stopped. Awaiting signal.
Wow. A lot of unhappy campers now. And this is with full attention. Yeah, okay, there's the guy at Ibis. We knew about him. Alright, that's my fault. Sorry, UP, but you suck. Do I want to... Hang on a second, where are you going? You're going to Bakersfield? Dang it. Alright, fine. He's not stopping either. He's non-stop, so I'm keeping him hot. Well, I shouldn't say that. We'll see. Who cares? He should be okay. I got so much traffic coming out of this way right now. It's crazy. Got a bit of a mess here, but that's not too bad. I've already got this set up. Okay, so I'm starting to run a little bit behind in my planning. At least that part is done. There's nothing else I can do.
Train stopped. Awaiting signal.
Next train coming out of there is at 9:31, but I can't route anything there. Let me go to this for a minute just to make sure that was okay. Yeah, okay. Vehicle trains behind. He's going 44 right now, so he's got at least a little bit. So yeah, that's going to clear itself up. All right. So what do we got? We got another UP train. That must have just... Did that just clear up for him because of that guy? I don't know what the hell's going on here. Okay. Or am I getting confused and running trains the wrong way? Hold on a second. I gotta take a look because I can't see the arrows. Oh, that was dumb. See, I couldn't see that dang arrow. All I had to do is check the direction he was going. Why did I have something going to Bakersfield? Uh-oh. Oops. Okay.
Train arrived on territory.
Oh, crap. I'm going to have him reverse direction. Oh, I thought I had you set. What do you mean? I was adding a stack. Oh, that's interesting. Delete that stack. Okay.
Train stopped. Awaiting signal.
Yeah, something got screwed up there. Alright, let's
Train
get him out of
stopped.
here.
Awaiting signal.
Poor guy's been there to 9:07. Of course, I didn't switch that, did I? No, I meant to do that one. Up. Whoa! Holy smoke. Ding, ding. Ding, ding goes the dispatcher. 9:58. Wow. That's a mess. Okay.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Would you knock it off? Alright. That's fine. How come I can't get a signal up there? Oh, it's this signal right here. That's why, okay. What the hell? Oh, I got the signal and fleet request. Okay. Could not create the route, the exit signal. The exit signal may be too far. Too far from what? Alright, that's fine. So I'm adding a stack here. It didn't like me using that, so how about I use this? And I gotta be, oh jeez. I gotta be careful what I'm doing. Stop in block 146. So you have to put these things in there or else the computer will route them off. So you stop in block 146. What I'm doing is I'm backing him up to the receiving and then I'm going to send him out. Even though I do have a light set up for the other guy, but he's going to stop right there. At least he's supposed to. Okay, what else is going on? Yeah, I know. Sucks to be you. See, imagine being on a server and you have to wait for all this stuff. Okay. UP, let's get him going. At least started. Wow. Okay, so I got the stack going there. Why is he stopped? He must have stopped for the other guy, and then the other one will get a light, and then we will be back into business here, and then we will be back into business here, and I'll give you one more just to keep you happy. Hell, let's just keep them going. He doesn't need a crew, and he needs a crew, so that's fine. Okay. So yeah, I was gonna start up here, and then all hell broke loose up here. So what else do we got going on here? Well, he's not leaving until 9:58, so he's good. Finally, I got a train at 8 moving. I got the departure lit up, even though, yeah, I'm just gonna light him up to there. Reason why I'm not going to stop him in that length, 2,523. I may not even have enough length. 6,000. I'm trying to find the length here. $146. It doesn't really tell me the length. At least I don't see. Oh, block length of 1 mile. So that's 5,280. So we're okay. Good. Yeah, I wonder what happened to my Bakersfield train. And this is what happens. You can't see. I can't see this. It's so far away from me on the screen. I cannot see anything there. Okay, so he's good. Until 9:48 anyways. I'm not. I'll deal with that in a minute. I'm supposed to be going to 9:45 at the moment, but
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
15 minutes behind. my signaling, which means I'm in trouble, like for stuff like this. I'll just keep that going for now. So what else we got going in here?
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Yeah. I know. Now that's why you do the overlap. Now that's okay. That's just trains that can't get out. That's why you do the overlap thing too. Okay, get him to UP, and then hopefully I'll get him up, but I don't know yet. It depends on what's going on here. But I'll stack him. I don't have anything else coming into here.
Train arrived at 1 territory.
He's getting closer though. What do we got? What kind of train? U-train. Maybe. Yeah, I'll let him up. I'm gonna let him up. At least one of them. Because I know there's a couple UP trains, but that's okay. So I'll let him up. And that's why I do that extra 15-minute overlap, in case I get delays. Unfortunately, some of the stuff I had set up wasn't too good. So yeah, fleeting is all set up for these guys. There's enough track separation now. Ibis is a little bit of a... Wow. Do we really have that much of a issue here?
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Holy crap. Okay, he just arrived on the territory, and I've got some fleets set up there. He's going to leave in 8 minutes. Jesus, Murphy. He's going to Barstow. Another UP train that's complaining, but he's got some light now, so shouldn't be complaining too much longer. I'll stack him up here. So he's backing up into the yard. He'll come up to this point here, and then he'll go. He's coming up to a yellow light, but he's set to go to Bakersfield. So let me set him up. Oops. I'll let him through first. Z train. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't want to give him yellow lights. Alright, get him go.
Stopped,
so he's set signal. To go to Boron. We now have 30 trains on the territory. It's already 7:33 on, or 9:33 on this, so. Okay, what the heck's going on here? I gotta get up and take a look at this. I gotta see how many trains we're dealing with here. So you got H. Tallbar, a stack train that's right on him. Okay, now H. Tallbar just... So they're really riding the yellows there. Tallbar is going into Goffs, and then that'll clear the way for the higher priority stuff to get around him. The Bear Table heading east is stopped, and the vehicle train behind him is going to be delayed. Alright. Just wanted to make sure. Not a good place to have all that, but it is what it is. I've got more alerts going on here. Well, forgot about you. Was there anybody else I forgot about down here? No.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Okay, so now I'm going to take the fleets off. The reason why I'm removing those fleets is because...
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Just because. Because.
Train arrived at 1 territory.
Did he stop at this yet? ETA 941. Wow. Okay. Oh no, it's this guy right here. So he's coming out ETA 940, and I can reverse. Stopped waiting for signal. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna get that UP because I got another UP that I gotta sneak by here. So then I got X got Gabe. Woohoo! Funky. Well,
Train stopped awaiting signal.
I can cheat and get him out of the way. You bugger. Bug off.
Train stopped awaiting signal.
And I'll add the stack there. Stop because of dragon equipment problem. Okay. ETT 1006. This is where I remove the fleet. So he has a dragon equipment issue. So now I delete the stack. Well, we'll see our first dragging equipment just arrived at SD. Yeah, we knew about him. He's going to be there in about 4 minutes.
Train arrived at 1 territory.
Stopped waiting for a signal. What was he waiting for? ZMLEC. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Okay. So he's waiting for him to get out of town. That's fine. There's the dragging equipment problem for him. So now we'll have to figure out what we're doing behind him. He's waiting now to wait till the guy ahead of him crosses over. We have 32 trains on the line. I don't know why I stopped him. I'll put a fleet in back for him. Stack train. I don't know why I had that for Ash Hill. Strange. Since I got things going on, I'll get that one going a little bit more. I don't know if I want to do a fleet yet because it's fairly quiet. It's going to be fairly quiet for eastbounds in a little bit. We're almost at 15 minutes to go. So I'm going to let this go for a few minutes. I'm going to go to the washroom, and a dispatcher can do that. So there's no big deal there. Is this guy coming out? Oh no, this guy's the one coming in. Never mind. He's almost there. Well, I'll deal with him in a minute, and then we'll set that all up.
Train arrived at 1
And I ain't
territory.
worried about rivals, unless it's a bad one. Anyways, be back in a minute. Okay. So hopefully I've fixed the rest of the mess. Everything else is starting to go. There we go. Okay. So I got, how many trains do I got going to Bakersfield? He's coming to Bakersfield too? Oh no, he's going to A. Ah, okay, that's right. I forgot about that. So now I can do a reverse. There we go.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Yeah, poor UP guys, huh? Keep forgetting about them. Got one at Mineola, but he's okay for a few minutes. I'm gonna follow him though. We'll follow him up and then stack him out. Okay, I gotta get the last 15 minutes set up here. Alright, so let's see what we got here.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Got 3 coming out of AA, which is fine. We got some coming out of receiving, or going into receiving, so we got to be wary of that. 943 is going to be the next one. So we got to watch out for that. So what we do there is we remove the fleet, add stack to 1, 2, and then we leave it. So now they can come in, but they're not going to get past Lenwood because we got to get them into the receiving yard. That's what that's all about. Likewise, this guy, is he moving or is he stopped? He stopped waiting for signal since 9:42. Okay, he's going to get the light now. This guy is going to come up here. And he's going to get a stack there. I can fleet that now. I can fleet this one too. Alright. Yeah, so he should be okay. I don't want to fleet these, but I'll give him a bit anyways. Ah, crap. I'll give him a bit. Okay, I gotta get the last bit there. So BBAA 10:05, 10:18. Okay, well we're not too bad actually. We're coming up to a slump now. BBAA 10:05. It's a Z train. So it's starting to die down, at least going in and out of Needles. So he's got a quick crew change on the main line. So all I got to do is add a stack there, and perfect. Okay. So I guess it's starting at this end now. What do we got? We have got a bit of a mess. 9:54, he's coming out, vehicle train. Already got a light set up for him? Wow. Okay.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
I deleted the stack. I'll send him over here, that's fine. Add one stack here. Add another stack there. I'm going to fleet the signal. Oh, shoot, I can't fleet the signal. Why not? Oh, because I still got a stack going. Oh my god, look at the parade again. Once he's there, I'll stack that. Then I don't know what I'm doing yet
Train
because
stopped,
that's a
awaiting
mess.
signal.
Yeah. So we got a bit of a parade there. Now, one thing Train Dispatcher 3 doesn't do.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
Where's he? Oh, he's going BB. Let's get him out of there. I'll just get him to Ludlow for now. That's okay, because he's going, so then once he's gone,
Train
then he's
stopped,
out.
awaiting signal.
And this is important too, where
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
when you're an actual player in a busy territory, especially, you got to know how many dispatchers. You just have to be patient. I mean, toning the dispatcher, you know, you can do it, but all it does is add to communication. Like, basically, when I say train arrives on territory, all I basically have to do is use the go ahead, proceed on signal indication macro if it's still available, hopefully. That's all I have to do. This is where TeamSpeak isn't required. It is just not required. Work at Barstow, okay. Means I got to bring them up to the area that is. I'll bring them up to this one. 7,000 doesn't really matter. Okay. So I'm working my way this way first, so.
Train arrived on territory.
He's going to be a bit. Where do we got here? Going out of here. Okay, see, this is where. Yeah, the fleet's okay here. Once we get up to here, then we gotta send him over so that he can cross over, so he can get into receiving. That's what that's all about. What else we got? We got signals out. That's okay. He's actually got a regular crew change, so he's okay too. But just so that we're okay with that, I don't even know which way I want to send them. Let me cross them right over. I don't mind using that when two are going out at the same time, but other than that, it's not necessary. Okay, so the parade's starting to unravel a bit. Now I gotta decide how long I want. I got a stack train.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
I'm gonna let him pass two. I'm gonna let two pass him, I should say. So that one, because behind them there's a grain train. Then I will go ahead and let him go. Okay, that should get him going for a bit. What else we got going? Mineola. Oh yeah. Oh crap. Oh yeah. Oh crap. 10:06. What the heck is that? That's a U train. I don't care. I got a next train that's set to go through. Once he's through, then I will add him to cross over. Well, he's going to cross over that way anyways, and then I'm going to have him go in. He's going into Old Yard. Perfect. So that works out okay. There we go. We're okay for the next arrival from there. So yeah, that's all set up. That's in pretty good condition right now. I could, yeah, I'll do a couple stacks. We'll leave that at there. We have all the stacks in place up through and all the way up to Mineola at this point, which is fine. Might be a little bit overkill, but it's okay. I'll keep him going. 9:51 now, p.m. Eastern. Just seeing what else we got going. The congestion's starting to alleviate itself. Let's just see what's going on at Barstow. So we've already dealt with that. We've actually dealt with the UP issues, I think. He's got work at Barstow as well. How about this guy here? 9:58, he's going to be leaving shortly for AA, which means I've got to get him up. But I got a Q train going to Barstow. About 6 minutes out. He's going to have a bit of a delay. What's his length? Okay, he's okay. So what I'll do is I will stack him first. Then I will stack him out. Oh crap, what did I do? Oh, that's why. Stack them up through there. Get the light on. Everything else is going okay. Good. We got the other light set for there. You might come out before him. In fact, I think he will. Why do I got a light there? Never mind that. Here. So I
Train stopped, awaiting
I fixed
signal.
that one train, which is good. We're at 7:53 now. Go to alert there. That's okay. Nothing else I can do with these guys. How about this guy here? Oh, he's been waiting since 9:48. He's headed to BB, so let's get him out. Dang, I always forget to get him going a little bit more. I'll cross him that way. I mean to cross him over another track. That's what I mean by that. Get him going a little bit more. So we'll get him up to Daggett until we can get this figured out. He stopped until about 10:06.
Train arrived at one territory.
When at that point he would head to Bakersfield. And that's as far as I'm going to take. No, see, I got to take him to Barstow because these guys are going to be coming down by then. And they don't announce themselves after the crew change is complete. They don't call on the radio and say, okay, my crew change is complete. Which, in fact, they usually do, I think. Yeah, he stopped going up the hill. One thing I didn't get to finish my thought on was one thing Train Dispatcher doesn't do is they don't have the signal blocks in between to automatically take restricting speed. What happens is they get to the intermediate block and they stop. You can give them permission to pass a signal, but you have to do it. It's one of the things on Train Dispatcher 3 I'm not too fond of. Okay, so it's 9:55. I'm going to get the the remaining signals set up, I will get him a little bit more track. And we're going to take the signals up all the way to 1030. There's another one for WR, which is fine for now. BBAA, BBAA, 1005, 1018. I think I have those set up, but yeah, 1018 was the next one. What was the next one after that? Properties. So that's another standard crew of, he should be okay to fleet in behind him, or stack in behind him, I mean, so I'll give him one more. He should be good. Another AA at 1021, which is okay, he's for UP. And then the 1026 out of BB, which he's just going to get enough light to get him there. So we got 31 trains on the territory. It is 56. I'm going to be stopping this in 4 minutes. So now I'm just going to set up, make sure everything else is set up for the next time that we go. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So he needs crew. Uh-oh. I gotta... Signal's running time. What had happened was this guy's going into the yard. It's a bare table train. The Lac Cadiz. Which I probably forgot. I forgot.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
He was supposed to stop at Cadiz. I don't know if I ever stopped him. Oops. I forget about these bare table trains. I just like, oh, it's a bare table train. Who cares, right? Yeah, but he was supposed to. Yeah, I think he was supposed to work back at Cadiz. My bad. But anyways. Well, it doesn't say he does. It just says he's got it. So I guess he's done his... What it said he had to do his work. Okay. Well, I'll let that run, stack the train, and got a couple minutes, or 3 minutes here. So yeah, he's going back in. This is his...
Train stopped, awaiting
Yeah, he's light
signal.
power, so he's done it. I better check my other bare table trains, make sure that everything's okay. Oops. I think they're fine, but I'll check them next time. How about that? Stopped waiting for signal. Because I'm not going to have... Okay, he stopped waiting for signal now, so... In order to drop a signal in front of him, then you have to call and communicate with him. Can you stop before needles? I gave you the wrong light, but he would have known he was going into that yard if he knew his instructions, so that wouldn't have been a problem. I have no choice but to give him a light going that way, and then from there we can go back to fleeting, delete the stack.
Train stopped, awaiting signal.
I won't delete the stack, but I will fleet it. Really? What was I supposed to do? Didn't I have a guy that was going... Oh, I'm waiting for the stack train first. Waiting for 2 stack trains first. So the one's going through, and then the other one's going through, and then I can let him go, because then you got the grain train followed by a Q train, which ain't the greatest, but at least we get that going. So it's about ready, 9:59 on the clock here, and then I'm going to stop it. I'm just going to make sure everything else looks hunky-dory. Looks like everything's okay. He's going to leave at 10:05.
Train arrived at 1 territory.
Well, doesn't matter. I don't have enough more time. So next alert. He's fine. Then I stop the clock. And I could set up some lights just to be on the safe side here. So he's estimated at 10:05 ETD, which means he'll come out before the other guy. Yeah. What do I got coming? A U train? Yeah. And I think he's a big. Oh, yeah, he's a Z train, so. Dang it. I'll give him one light there. So I got a cornfield here, and then he comes back down to follow this guy. There we go. Yeah, he's going through Bakersfield, which is fine. Oh, he's not leaving at 10:06 anyways. I already got a stack coming around him. Oh, never mind. That's for him. Okay, so he's fine. So we're good there. I think we're good. Everything else looks pretty good. Of course, you don't have the luxury to do all that normally, but that's all. That's all fleeting, and I'll just end this at this. Some of the things I like and don't like about it. The fleeting aspect, I forget if external dispatcher does it. I'm pretty sure it does, where you can fleet certain signals, but I don't know if the indications really show. I think there's one where the lights go yellow or some goofy thing. Um, External dispatcher is not really based on a prototype, as far as I know. It has some really cool features, but there's some things that do personally aggravate me as I'm used to dispatching in this form. So when I say pros and cons, that would be, a con is with the fleeting process and stacking. I prefer to stack things. I always have an issue where often, a train will all of a sudden trigger. I don't like the trigger thing. I much prefer to have a stacking mechanism as opposed to a trigger. So with these, you get your stacks. I prefer that. The other way you go around, if you look at the other way, the pros are it's very easy to see. You see all the speeds, which is really cool. You don't, you do get them. You can get them in prototype ones, but I think a good computer model would be able to display. You get it on this as well, but realistically, you would never. I don't think you would get the speed data as much. So those are pros of that. I mean, just the user interface and the fact that it works with Run 8 is really cool. When it comes to TD3, the pros are the stacking ability, the ability to the randomization system. Um, the cons are, as I said before, the intermediate signals, having to walk them by. Of course, you wouldn't have to worry about that in Run 8 because, as far as I know, the AI in Run 8 and all that other stuff, they will be able to take a red signal, as far as I know, and they should be able to proceed on a red signal. If the dispatcher does something stupid and runs two trains at each other, well, I don't know what happens then. Um, yeah, that's one of those things where I honestly I don't know. We have to test those things out because in realistic signal systems, not all of them, but in most that have a system where the signals clear in one direction, and we're talking intermediate signals, the other intermediates would fall into the stop position if something was, for example, if I believe, if I'm not mistaken, how Run 8 will do it, it only shows block occupancy. It doesn't show whether or not it has a signal cleared against it. So what happens there, and in fact, yeah, I know this for a fact because the control points do the same thing. You can set the control points to go both directions green, which is totally wrong. And I understand why it's in there. I understand it's not based on any signal system, blah, 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 so you can do different things. I get all that. But having that would be much easier to have what they call a relay system, where if a signal gets thrown here, this automatically will put everything else to stop. There's some ABS signals that will do it. I've seen some signals that do act that way. They'll automatically go to yellow. What often happens is once the train passes, even if a signal's not cleared in its direction, it will stay red in the opposite direction because the last movement in CTC was in that particular direction. So you'll never see these as you're running down the line and seeing lights that are green. All of a sudden, the light, like say for example, if you're running double track down Needles and you're passing trains down here, like this guy here, and all of a sudden he sees a light on the other side that's green, and all of a sudden it drops to yellow. Well, you know a train's coming, or yellow to red. You know a train is coming to you. It's kind of cool that you know that, but in reality, there's a few things. Number one, there's approach lighting, which isn't simulated, at least in Run 8 version 1. I don't think it's going to be simulated in 2, but you never know. Not a big deal. I'm not worried about it because the actual prototype of at least the Mojave sub that I've seen is all approach lit. And approach lighting, what that means is the signals do not come on unless the train is in the block that is coming up to it. Otherwise, the signals are dark. I'm not too sure about the Needle sub because they're on a more modern. They're with the LED lighting, so they don't take as much power and have as much components. So that might not be approach lit, but I'm not sure. I just don't know too much about it. I haven't seen too much data or enough evidence or signal buffs to tell me exactly what that does. So yeah, so those are the pros and cons. I'm very much looking forward to that. While I'm here, well, I'll save this right now. Let's just take a look. Do our almost every few hours I do this right now. So save simulation and then we save that. It created a new simulation, so I can go ahead and we want to exit. Yes, we do. And let's see who's on the server right now. Yeah, we got some stuff going on, Steve. We got 3 trains going on right now. So again, so yeah, I got some trains going through there. Got all the other stuff going on. So it's gonna get really interesting. I'm really looking forward to that. Let me take a look as I said I was going to do, and see if we have any updates. I don't think we have anything. Okay, so I have it. I don't. I'm not too sure what bear means as far as TD3. No, TD3 is something that I have for the data and is used for dispatching. If you want to know what you're up against, check the live stream or my YouTube channel when the video posts. So if he's watching me right now, he already knows this. So I'm just that was 2 hours ago. Post TD3, as far as I know, has no interface planned for V2 Run 8. As far as I know, it'd be really cool, and I was gonna actually program one of those, but that didn't happen. Once version 2 was announced, and well, then it was delayed a year or whatever. But I wasn't too worried about it delaying blocks. I don't think anything else is going on. Availability. Okay, so let's just check. And looks like the same screens. Man, these guys must be getting massive hits on their site. Either that or I'm an idiot. I'm the only idiot that does that. I'm sure others are doing it too. They gotta be. Because I don't know where an announcement's going to come from. I'll go into my Facebooks just to take a quick look. I don't see anybody else that's on right now. Oh, that's the flying thing, or what, a highball? Yeah. Okay, let's see. What do I got going on here? All right. So I'll check the usual locations here just to see if there's anything. That was a yesterday reply. Yesterday, da 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 da. I got all that, I think. I don't know how Facebook does it half the time, because you get into these things and then all of a sudden you can't tell like when the latest posts are, and that's back in October. Yeah, okay. I don't see anything new at the moment, unfortunately, so October 11th, 19th. Yeah, we saw that. September, I'm not going to worry about anymore too much here. And then the Run 8 Depot. Yeah, 7 crews on, 16 in TeamSpeak. 16 in TeamSpeak. So, yeah. Whoops, hit the wrong button. And there's no updates. So that's about it right now. I don't know if anything's going on tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do, to be quite honest, so I'll have to figure that out, I suppose. But I think that's all for the live stream for now. So I've had enough fun dispatching tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, you know the rest, let me know. Talk to you later.